This is the Art of Fashion TV, where art, fashion, and music all meet in one place, right here on the Art of Fashion TV. And now, welcome your host.
Hello and welcome today to the Art of Fashion TV. We have special guests with me today. Today I'm going to be introducing you to Katrina Siobhan, and we're going to be talking a lot about some interesting, fun things going on this year, about a new movie, The Glitch, that just came out, and a lot of more fun stuff. So let's just get right into it. So Katrina, talk to me about the movie, The Glitch, and also I have here our guest Angelica as well, who's also an actress in the movie. Just a little introduction about this film.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me. Really excited. We just had our film premiere at the Chelsea Film Festival in October, which was a lot of fun and very exciting to see such incredible films from all over the world. You know, thousands and thousands of submissions and only a couple hundred were chosen, and ours was, so very exciting.
Yes.
And it was amazing to have our cast and crew and everybody there with us.
Wow, congratulations, that's great. Wow, and Angelica, you were also part of this movie, correct?
Yes.
What
it
did you
was,
play?
I'm a supporting actress, so
Okay.
I was very excited, you know, to be part of the Chelsea Film Festival. It's one of the best festivals in the world.
Of course.
So-
How was that experience being at
it
the
was
festival?
amazing,
Yeah.
beautiful, right? We had a lot of fun, like seeing our film on the big screen. It was just
Wow.
an amazing experience, so
great.
exciting.
And I heard that there was a fun scene that actually took place in your kitchen, right?
Yes.
Yes, tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I love pink, and I have this very retro kitchen with pink, with a pink fridge. You know, that was the
Yeah.
white with a lot of. I love, you know, antique things. So when Katrina saw my kitchen, she was like, "This is the perfect kitchen for our film."
Wow.
Because it resembles the era.
Exactly, that's great.
In fact, I think it all started with a photo I saw of your kitchen. Honestly, the film was created around this kitchen, which is kind of funny to say it like that now, but it is, because I saw it and I was just like, wow, this is incredible. It really feels like you're in the 50s. And how often do you see something authentic, like real? It wasn't a set. This was her home, you know, so it was
Exactly.
it was like ideal, and I just was like, oh my God, we have to shoot something there, and that, it kind of started from that moment.
Wow.
I'm so excited that I
exactly.
inspire.
You get to be part of that and have your
Well, I
kitchen
love
in the
to
movie.
buy, you know, little things that are like from another era, and here in like little cups and everything
All the
are the
details.
things that I
Right.
use. Little old cups, like the spoons and everything. So
Right, that's great. So Katrina, can you tell, because for those who maybe haven't seen the movie The Glitch yet, tell me a little bit. So it's about the 50s. That's the era where it takes place, and just give me a little rundown about.
So
what
it's
about.
a comedy, which has pieces of kind of a sci-fi bits to it, because I play a wife, a Long Island, you know, housewife, who finds out that you can actually chip your husband to make him the perfect husband. So kind of the tables are turned a little bit in the scenario where, you know, so I chip my husband to make him the perfect husband. And of course, we all know nothing in life is perfect, right? So there's quite a bit of glitches that start to happen throughout the film, and pieces of it's just so well written. The screenplay was so well written, and so funny, and a little bit. I would kind of say it's a mix of like the Stepford Wives meets I Love Lucy, like kind of reversed, because it's the husband, and it's just really, it was so well done. I think it was, so it's also a little bit futuristic, because I'm chipping my husband, right, which, you know, is quite futuristic. And then also I have like a robot that I talk to as my intercom, so in my house. So that's also, so it's like, that's kind of one of my styles as a filmmaker, is I really, really love mixing old, like vintage, historical pieces with the future.
Right.
That's really my style in filmmaking, and you'll see it with other films that I have coming out soon as well. And this one does kind of speaks a little bit with that as well. But it was funny in post-production because obviously her kitchen looks like the 50s, but it has a microwave. It has like all these
diversion, right?
And like when we were editing
How
in
can we
post-production,
hide those things?
it was really kind of a little bit of a trick to edit that in post-production because some of the shots, the wide shots, had some of these pieces in it, and I go, oh my God, they didn't have the microwave. Like this,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yes, and where, like, now for the glitch, what's the next? Where will we see
Yeah,
this?
I've actually had a
now?
bunch of other film festivals reach out that wanted to us to submit the film. But I'm already kind of like working on so many other projects right now.
Yeah?
That's it's a bit of work, but also I'm just working on trying to find a platform for it. I am submitting it to some networks as a short, but then also pitching it as a series and see if we get picked up with a bigger production company or, something like that. So we'll see where that will take us.
Yeah.
There definitely is going to be more glitch coming.
Yeah, good.
In one way or another.
Right.
So be on the lookout for that. And it would be fun to kind of, change up the characters. So like I was the wife and my husband, maybe the second episode won't even be in it.
Right.
Maybe I'll just direct it. So there's a lot of different options to play around with that. And I think it would be really fun to bring in a bunch of different cool characters.
Yeah.
Kind of play around with that. So we'll see.
course.
But yeah.
Well,
Yes,
all right.
we want to see you. You're so
Yes.
beautiful and talented and amazing. So
Yes.
we
It's
want to
fun
see
being
as
behind
much
the
as
camera
you
too
as possible.
sometimes. So like it's yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it's just so fun. Like when you work together with you, it's your family. You create like this bond, and it's very comfortable to work with your coworkers that they're not your coworkers. They're family. So
Of
we
course.
have fun. We laugh. We play around, and then we create this. You can feel it like when you're seeing it, like we are really
you're
bonded
comfortable
together.
and
Yes.
you're like, you
we
know
love
each other. You can get that
Yes.
work out there and
Yes,
creativeness.
yes.
Yeah, that's
I was just telling her before we started that I did like a 48-hour film festival challenge, and her and her children were in it. And they were also
Yes.
there at the house when we were shooting. So like I love seeing them, and they're on
Yeah.
set and they're seeing what we're doing and watching them grow up now because it's like how many years now, right? So we are family, 100%.
love that.
Well, I grew I started as an actress and model very young, and I want to encourage my kids too. Like I want them to be like they're here behind the scenes, like they're in the room, they're watching, and they're learning, and I want them to be like this is such a fun thing to do in life.
Look up to you and see like mommy's out. Yeah,
we do
that's
things that
great.
make us happy. So
Yeah. Well, Angelica, I want to say thank you so much for
Thank
coming and
you.
joining us here
No,
today and
thank you for
talking about this
inviting us
movie.
and-
Yes,
So-
of course. So
so
now we
happy.
have another guest, Nando's, that's about to come up and
Yes.
talk with us as well. So yes, let's get over to that. Thank you
you
so
so
much. Good to see you. So,
Pleasure.
Nando, you're also working with Katrina, and now we're going to talk a little bit about the agency. So we have Ovano Agency, which is a state-of-the-art media agency. And let me just, talk to me a little bit about your job over there as a cinematographer and producer and also independent worker,
We are a state-of-the-art media agency, and in the past year we worked with countless of celebrities and notable brands. A couple of them is Tres Papalotes Mezcal, Molly's Irish Cream Whiskey, which was a couple of them that we worked with earlier this year. And then throughout the year we worked with Nina Dobrev of Vampire Diaries, also Ian and Paul from Vampire Diaries as well. And in between that, we had Dove Cameron of Disney. She was one of the covers for Du Jour magazine, which gave us the opportunity to work with them. And I think that's who else have we been working with this year?
Christina Ricci.
It's Christina Ricci. She had another cover. Connie Britton, another actress. And I think that's about it.
Right.
From at least the ones that I've been present at.
Also,
That's exciting.
we recently shot an event for the Mercedes-Benz Manhattan,
There we go,
which
yeah.
was a collaboration with Ross Pino. He actually painted a wrap of the electric Mercedes-Benz. And that was director of special events was Cultivated Experience. So she works with a lot of high-end luxury cars and brings on artists to do wraps and paint jobs on them. And then we basically have an event where we're revealing the art on the car. So we had one recently at the Mercedes-Benz Manhattan showroom, and he did a great job creating a video of that, as well as other events like the Gallery 23, which was an art gallery in the meatpacking district, and it's a list of events there and different artists.
Wow.
Yeah.
Exciting. So, Katrina, just please tell our viewers, what is Ovano Agency all about, just for them who, this is a new name.
Yeah, so Ovano Agency, I'm the founder of Ovano Agency.
Yes.
I created the agency for artists that want to, not just artists, but for people to follow their dreams, whatever it may be. Personally, it took me years and years of navigating and doing my own PR, doing my own marketing, doing my own management for my own career for many years. And with that, I provide services through my own experiences. So all my connections that I made, I now offer to other people. I want to help people. It's my way of giving back. It's my way of helping people to follow their dreams. And we also offer like an a la carte services menu at Ovano Agency, which a lot of agencies do not. That's what makes us very different. We also, within that, people who have, for instance, a show coming up, an art gallery, a movie, a brand, we offer social media content creation management. So then we create videos or photo shoots with influencers for brands. If it's an artist having a show coming up, we might bring in a whole team and do publicist work, where we get articles in magazines, interviews, red carpet interviews, photography. I have a team of photographers, a team of videographers, and amazing publicists that work for us. Ovano Agency is a hub that I've created. I want to have a place where the best of everybody in their field has a place to work, and we provide a backstage, a front for them. We have a social media page where we do a lot of posting and we do the back end stuff of it, but we allow them to kind of navigate and work on their own. They do their own freelance work, but also work with us as well. So it's really a beautiful place where people can come together and work together, collaborate together. But it's growing into so much more, and it's going to continue to grow. So I'm very pleased at what it's done, and so happy to be able to work with such amazing people.
That's exciting. That's so good to hear. Wow, awesome. Yay. Nando, I have a question for you. Just your personal experience this past year with all of the people and brands you've been working with. What was just the highlight? Something that you felt like, whoa, this was a really fun project.
Definitely most of the work that I've been doing with Ovano has been the more fun projects for me, just because I get to meet all these incredible people and work with all these incredible people.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, this year has been caught me off guard a little bit. I only started doing this really last year around same time, November.
Oh.
And it has kind of like, it's pushed me through barriers that I never thought that I would get to this early in this field, because this feels very competitive. It's very difficult to be, to try to at least stand out in the best way possible. And yeah, honestly, I have a magician to thank, because he he hired
true
me.
Story. That's
very
a true story.
The magician, his name is Josh Paley Magic. He's the best magician at least I've met.
Yeah.
And he hired me for a Gallery 23 event, and that's where I met Katrina. And ever since then, we've just been working together. And I believe in her vision, and she has believed in me and my skill set. And I think that's what has been, I think, our driving factor. Where we have a lot to do, and we can definitely do a lot more together than on our own. But yeah,
nice.
I have a magician to thank.
That's a funny story. Love that. Awesome. That's great. That's how you got connected.
So part of that connects, like the Glitch, the film that I just had in the Chelsea Film Festival, and what we're doing with Ovano Agency is also because within Ovano Agency is you have Siobhan Productions, my film production company. But then also I have Zebrahead Productions Company, which is also another film production company that I am offering to people who want to make films, who don't have the sets and the cameras. So we also have that as well in-house that we're working with. So it's really a whole world.
Right, and that's a great opportunity for a lot of people that, you know, trying to get their projects going, and they can offer that.
Yeah, it's a whole world we're creating for the creatives and the, you know, a place to inspire people, you know, and just to keep being creative and to keep following your dreams and to keep going after the things that drive you and make and passionate about. You know, and it's really exciting, and I'm just grateful for it all, and I'm so happy to be able to help people, get messages all the time from people, you know, and it's very, you know, it feels good to help people. I think that's really, it boils down to is I made it for that reason. So
to be able to, give back and help, and you know, from the journey you've been going through from starting your career to where you are today, all the hard work you put in, now you want to be able to help facilitate for the new people that are,
it's
you know.
so much work. And there's some of us out there who haven't had the, you know, maybe we don't come from a family in the arts, or it doesn't have to be necessarily the arts, it could be any industry, it doesn't matter. You're trying to get into something different than maybe your family does, or you have the resources to do, and so you're just trying to figure it out on your own, right? So, because we work with artists, we work with musicians, I mean, the list is endless. Brands, liquor brands, art galleries, really, it, you know, from A to Z.
Right.
Yeah.
Katrina, when did you start the agency?
It officially became an S Corp in 2020. But I've been doing it for a long time. Yeah.
Love it. Nice. That's exciting. Yeah. All right. And then I also wanted to ask you then personally, what have been one of the most fun work, like collaborations or projects this year with the agency that you've been involved with?
Yeah, I really do. I love working with Du Jour magazine. I'm very blessed to be working with them. I've learned a lot from Jason and also the whole Du Jour team. You know, it's great to be on a set of that scale and level, and you know, being able to make these amazing videos and behind the scenes videos. Also, I love the independent film aspect, like I was talking about. You know, making The Glitch is also Siobhan Productions, also independent filmmaking. Again, so it all circles back. But the creative aspect of the filmmaking, and then also the very high intensity, kind of, they're very different. One's, you know, can stretch out time period, and the other one's very quick. We're there, we're doing it, you know, get it done. So they're very different. But I actually enjoy both of them a lot.
Yeah. So, okay, that's super great. Love it. But actually, we have a little clip from the movie The Glitch.
Yeah.
So we're going to bring that on. But what are we about to see now?
Yeah, so you're going to see here is kind of our trailer from The Glitch, and you're going to see a little bit of the fun set that we had, and also the entrance of Marilyn, who plays Angie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Exciting. Let's check it out.
Oh my goodness, Marilyn! What a lovely surprise! Jane dear, try on my husband.
Your husband is 27 miles away.
Darling!
Hello, dear.
Yes, hello. I'm having a malfunction with my husband. Get the batteries.
Oh, dear.
Yes. The number is XR87. He's glitching. Then I think I'm just gonna wait for the new model to come out. I think that's a good idea. We should do this again soon. Of course, honey.
Welcome Peter, and he has a nice award to bring here from My New York Magazine, the humanitarian award that Katrina won. Look at that.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. Oh my God, this is amazing.
Yes, Katrina, show that to the audience. Yes. Talk to us about
Beautiful.
this.
Oh, this is amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you, Peter, for coming.
Tell us about the award.
Yeah, this is amazing. This is from my New York magazine, and I've done a lot of work with them. This is incredible. Thank you so much. So yeah, I actually was on the cover of my New York magazine back in 2020, and ever since then I've been working with them, doing a lot of humanitarian work. I do a lot of volunteering with different organizations. I don't actually post a lot of it because I do work with some specifically domestic violence shelters for women and children, and you're not allowed to take photos there, obviously, for obvious reasons and for safety reasons. But I do a lot of, volunteering work and also helping communities, helping, people and brands and businesses and all kinds of things. So this is really amazing. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
That's such a
Thank you for bringing this.
nice thing to bring
Thank
on here and
you.
talk about today. So Peter, you're a photographer, both working with the Havana Agency and independent. Tell us a little bit about the work that you're doing with the agency.
Yes, I'm a freelance photographer, and I've been working with Havana Agency for a few different events. Some of the ones that are most memorable are like the Ross Pino event at the Mercedes-Benz Manhattan.
Oh.
We also had another event with Sony Pictures. They had a screening of a movie that we were there and able to kind of capture with the photography.
Wow.
And then the other key one that I found very memorable was the Cult of Individuality had an event, and that was, it was amazing. Meeting all the different people and just the atmosphere of it.
Wow.
So,
That's exciting. That sounds like some big, good events to be at and to take photography and network and yeah, nice. That's exciting. Wow.
Yeah, so
Yes.
Peter is one of our photographers. Amazing photographer. He's been working with Havana Agency, and he's been able to, he's a New Yorker, so we love to bring on, local photographers and that share the same passion and attending events, and we've been very busy, and it's been an amazing experience.
Great. Is it a lot of behind the scenes work or is it more kind of on set type of like the photography you do with agency? What happens kind of at an event when you go out there to photograph?
we
Tell
try
me
to,
about
I
it.
try to capture both, where
Yeah.
we do the behind the scenes as well as kind of capture, runway or, in the spotlight kind of picture. But it's kind of trying to capture both.
Yeah, that's
Keep-
cool.
keep
So like
things
a
interesting.
day at a job at an event with the Havana Agency, it will basically be you following around. You take photos backstage or like kind of behind the scenes and then capturing the big moment at the event, obviously, and then just shooting all the
Yes.
time, basically.
You want to be, the goal is to kind of be as creative as possible and think outside the box and also kind of capture things where people might not think about in terms of, picture taking.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah,
that's
we
cool.
recently just did an event with Ian Actual, who's a painter. He had a beautiful gallery show at Madame X, where Madonna had her birthday.
Oh,
And that's a very amazing venue if you've ever been. It's like all red, very sexy venue. So Ian Actual is one of the artists at the Gallery 23 art gallery in the Meatpacking, who also has been doing a lot of shows. And so Peter did the photography for that event.
that's
And it was
exciting,
an
yeah.
incredible experience. It was a great event. And we love supporting local New York artists.
Definitely. That's great. Definitely to be able to work together and and support and give each other those opportunities.
Yeah, it's about building a community, you know, and helping each other. We all have different gifts that we can contribute. Everybody has a different skill, a different trait, a different talent. And when you put them all together,
Yeah.
go.
United, stronger. That's great. So how long have you been working now, Peter, together with the agency, with Havana?
It's been a few months now that we've been working together. I've been doing photography for about 2 years.
2 years.
But really getting into it now in the past year or so.
That's great.
And again, my inspiration was meeting other creative individuals, and that kind of gave me more momentum to pursue this further. And then meeting Katrina with Havana Agency just brings it to even to another level of pursuit.
Yeah. How did you connect? How did you start working together?
It was the Ross Pino, the event at Mercedes-Benz.
Oh, that's
we
where
first
you
met,
met.
yeah.
Yeah. Exciting. Wow, that's a lot of fun stuff. I just want to round off and ask you, Katrina, what are you working on now for the upcoming projects? for
Yeah, so I've
2024?
actually recently was on set back in May. I was shooting Vendetta Wounds, and I was casted to do a stunt scene. And it's an action film. And when I get to set, it was actually the son of a director that I worked with on my very first film in 2010. With my scene was with Vinnie Vella, the late Vinnie Vella, who passed away. I miss him dearly. He was in Casino with Robert De Niro. And my very first film I ever shot was a scene with Vinnie, with the director Chris Corello. And I get to set, and his son was making this film. The dad comes to set, and I'm like, oh my God, Chris. He's like, I'm making a film right now, City on the Edge. I'm gonna bring you on. And we've been filming since July. We've been filming it. It's a feature. It's an action crime film. I play an FBI agent.
Ooh, exciting.
And I get to go
Wow.
undercover quite a few times, so
Ooh.
it's very exciting.
That's fun.
I'm very excited to be working with him again. It was
Yes.
amazing how we ran into each other after such a long period of time, and not having like, you know how you lose numbers and things like that,
Yeah,
you know,
right.
people disconnect. And then to connect with them, it was incredible. And we're like, oh my God. You know, it was so fun to be back on set with them because, again, they feel like family to me.
Yeah.
And so working with them, again, is really cool. So it's City on the Edge.
Right.
That will be coming out. It's an incredible, lot of guns, a lot of action, really exciting. I love playing FBI agent, but I love going undercover. I think that's my favorite part.
That's great. That's going to be 2024? You
Yeah.
think you'll be up at 20? Yes. Ooh, that's fun stuff coming up.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much to Peter
Thank
and to
you.
Katrina
Thank you.
for being here with us today and sharing all about your career and your journey and the agency and all the exciting stuff that's
Thank you.
been going on right now. Thank you for joining us at the Art of Fashion TV today. My name is Molly Hagman, and we'll see you the next time.